Tumblr support. I can no longer message people. This was after using this feature much more than usual to ask if I could feature people's posts for a Tumblr meme review. Now I can't even see my messages or send any. I think I was accidentally marked as spam. What do I do? Since you already submitted a support request, someone from our team should reach out to you soon. Our support team is currently handling a high volume of requests due to the holidays, so you won't see an immediate response. We genuinely appreciate your patience during this time. So I'm not patient, actually.
Your video doing this up. On you.
Happy New Year, butt lovers. I don't care that it's late. You can say Happy New Year's all throughout January. 2024 is the third year in a row of us reviewing these Tumblr memes. People in the comments are always quick to remind me that strange aeons I am not. I know! How it started up on my channel, where I joke about kids shows for shits and giggles, I don't know. I just thought it would be a fun idea, because in terms of the culture, I am but a bystander. I only go on Tumblr to reblog pictures of Martin Kratt. You know that. Thanks as always to Josh's Epic 2222 for compiling this list. So today, let's see what we missed in this 2024 Tumblr meme review. Link below to a Google Doc that contains links to every meme we shall see today, starting off strong with I think we're gonna have to kill this guy. I reviewed this meme at the end of the 2023 Tumblr meme review, so it makes sense that it bled into 2024. Shout out to House of Decline for starting this hilarious art trend with Steven Universe. She is hilarious. I love reading her comics. She came out right after I posted the 2023 Tumblr meme review, making me look like an asshole. Well played. I'm kidding. She doesn't know. But I was scrambling to post a pinned comment because I felt so fucking bad. But I didn't.
All right, I get it! I mean,
Rick from Rick and Morty and Butters from South Park. I love a crossover episode. What I love about these two is Butters is such a good stand-in for Morty, just an anxious pushover from what I know. I hear this catchphrase, it's ringing in my ear. I haven't watched South Park in so long, but oh, hamburgers. That will never exit my brain. That's trapped in there. I love picturing crossovers like this. It just works. Look at him with the scar. I'm gonna call you Scar now. Lion Guard callback, remember? Next up, we have a character from Team Fortress 2. I'm peeping at the tags. I'm uncultured. And what I love is Rainbow Dash saying, aw, Buck. Buck, I'm gonna over-explain every joke. It's gonna be really funny. We're gonna love it. Because it sounds like fuck. Like the F word, but horse. But make it horse. Say it hoarsely. I literally don't know anything about this character. The Hudda Hudda, it's like, what's the one with the mask with the holes in it from the horror movie? Where he's like, it reminds me of that. It's like, it's unsettling me and I'm scared. Is he the good guy? I don't know. The next one is Victor from Arcane, which I'm going to watch soon, and Cornelius from Meet the Robinsons. I love Meet the Robinsons. Their catchphrase is keep moving forward. And here he's saying can't move forward from this one. And that made me exhale air so hard out of my nose, it turned into a reverse snort and I choked, like I actually almost died. It was so funny. I love that. The great thing about these art memes is I really only have to know one half of the characters and I'm already laughing, I'm already giggling and chortling and having a great time. I love Meet the Robinsons. I actually want to make a Meet the Robinsons video because it's one of my favorite movies, but I think everything that can be said has already been said. Just got into Angel Gabby this year, have been meaning to get into Rambly Raccoon, but her saying, I think we have to kill this guy, yup. She's going to encourage self-defense. I love that bitch. Talk about an ARG with a heart of gold. Y'all watch Nightmind? He gets me into these things because I'm too big of a baby to get into it otherwise. Next up on the Josh's Epic 2222 list is Ever Since I Was a Little Girl. First up from Gummy Bard, ever since I was a little girl, I knew I wanted to be a stressed adult male protagonist splashing water on his face in the bathroom. See, when it's a male protagonist, it's drama. It's anguish, even. But if you have a female protagonist doing it, it just looks too hot. It looks like a Neutrogena commercial. Here, let me demonstrate. Ever since I was a little girl, I knew I always wanted to violate intellectual property and copyright law. Same, apparently. Since I finally have an editor, I'm gonna give you something fun. Get me beating the shit out of DreamWorks, okay? Just the shit out of DreamWorks. I'm gonna get the chair. If you don't know, DreamWorks is making money off of my Trolls video. I still think you should watch it because it's really good, but I hate them. I hate them forever. They've made a lifelong enemy out of me. Where was I? Okay, ever since I was a little girl, I knew I wanted to run low on storage space. Ooh, relatable. Another thing that took me way too long to realize is when I was editing, when I imported files, it saved it on the iMovie library. Yeah, I was still using iMovie. I desperately needed an editor. Thank you, by the way. It saved it on my computer in iMovie and in the iMovie library package content. So it was saved in 3 different places. I was constantly running out of storage. I also yap all the fucking time. So a cool thing about Photo Booth, yeah, I record on Photo Booth. I'm so professional. I'm so good at this. When it runs out of storage, but I'm still recording, it just doesn't tell me. So I'll click stop recording and then it just shows me a video that says it's 0 seconds long and it's blank. And I just wasted, like 20 minutes. It's really fucking cool. I'm really good at this. Ever since I was a little girl, I've known that I wanted to be romantically involved with a fictional man. I only picked ones that are relatable to me. Shout out to my real life, non-fiction human husband for being supportive of me during the dark ages, aka when I was working on the Wildcrats lore video. I'm in the trenches. Like, I was always supportive of self-shipping, but now, ow, I get it. PBS stands for pretty brutally scared about my sanity. Tumblr really knows its website for the most part. What the fuck are these live streams about? So as you can see from that clip, very familiar with Tumblr Live. This first post gets right to the point, is called Tumblr Live Dies. When Tumblr staff wants to be cheeky, it'll reference the culture of its site. Happy 45th birthday to Dean Winchester and goodbye to Tumblr Live. If you don't know who Dean Winchester is, you might as well be called Normal Artificial because he's from Supernatural, and that's one of Tumblr's greatest obsessions. Next to Fan, Welcome to Night Vale, Homestuck, Doctor Who, and Sherlock. I think those are the top 6 with Supernatural. The article it links, answering questions about Tumblr Live's shutdown, is now also gone, but I used the Wayback Machine to see what it said. Why is Live shutting down? We have decided to shut Live down in order to refocus on the core Tumblr experience. Tumblr Live will shut down on January 24th, 2024. What if I still want to use Live? Said no one. You can transfer your streaming data to Meet Me and use the Live features there. Only streaming data will be transferred to Meet Me. What will happen to my diamonds if I continue? Wait, they were giving out diamonds? I think that was like their currency. I didn't know people were making money off of Tumblr Live, the completely new feature that lasted a few months. Apparently your diamonds will transfer over to Meet Me. Now, because I have FOMO over everything, including things that I would never use in my life, let's use Meet Me. How about that? Let's just see how that works.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so I was gonna do this app, but it says, one last thing. Who do you want to meet? Guys, girls, or both? Did Tumblr send their users to a dating app after the live stream feature? What? What was the biggest red flag about the Tumblr Live feature? Definitely the way Tumblr was pushing it down our throats. People would accidentally click on it all the time because it was on the bottom toolbar, in a place where other shit used to be. In fact, Anonymous asked Tumblr user Red Winter Roses, Red, what is Tumblr Live and how do I get rid of it? And Red gives a step-by-step how-to on how to get rid of it, with drawings and everything. Super fun. Apparently, when you accidentally clicked on Tumblr Live, it'll take you to a TikTokified short videos page. You can ignore it, or you can go into account settings, dashboard preferences, scroll to the bottom to find a toggle for snooze Tumblr Live for the next 7 days. So they didn't even give you an option in the settings to turn it off forever. You had to go in every week and turn that shit off. How obnoxious is that? Now here's where we get to me. I see the notification that Tumblr Live is shutting down, and I said, will I live stream January 23rd for the first and last time just to say I did? Yes. But then, as you can see from this ask, somebody said, what time are you gonna do the live stream? I forgot. What? I didn't do it, I never experienced it, and I think it's probably for the best. I can't show proof of this in this video, but I think that Tumblr Live was also full of cam girls, so I think if I went on, I would get a lot of requests for feet, and I would have to appease the audience because I'm a people pleaser. So it's a good thing I was off of it, and my peepers they're out, but you can't see them. A classic meme format from Rib Backup that only got funnier when the monarchy lost its most prominent member. It's the clip from Megamind. There is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no more Tumblr Live. Syndrome spitting facts. Wait. What's this guy's name again? Oh, shit. This is live streaming person's only post. It was clearly to push Tumblr in this direction because this was before Tumblr Live shut down. Calling all streamers, have you tried Tumblr Live? We want to hear about your experiences. If you haven't given it a shot, we're curious to know why. So the most shared is I'm not a streamer and will not share feedback, which is feedback actually. Shit. They got your ass. A lot of really interesting responses below. The general consensus is Tumblr is for short form memes. Long form content doesn't work well here in general. Let it die, let it die, let it shrivel up. I lost my ability to message in the car hammer explosion. In the arms of an angel. How did car hammer explosion start? Trans femme Tumblr user Predstrogen is sharing pics of herself. Some people say it's spicy, most people say they were very tame. Her account gets restricted. And people notice that the treatment of cis people on Tumblr and trans people on Tumblr are very different. Photomat, aka Matt Mullenweg, I think his Tumblr bio describes him best. Co-founder WordPress, CEO Automatic, always learning. That's my profession. I'm always learning. Automatic owns Tumblr, by the way. So he is credited with unfairly punishing Predstrogen. The final nail in Predstrogen's Tumblr coffin is posting the following. I hope Photomat dies forever. A painful death involving a car covered in hammers that explodes more than a few times and hammers go flying everywhere. Now, people were saying that way more serious threats on Tumblr to people who are not the CEO, to people who are trans, do not get taken seriously. But the moment it's a CEO, whole blog gets taken down. People were not happy. I can say I faced the same experience on more than a couple of social media sites where somebody threatens me, I report it, they don't do anything about it. But if it's a public figure, then all of a sudden it's serious. People get fed up. Photomat's response got flamed. People were throwing hammers everywhere. A Tumblr account exists called Car Hammer Explosion Matt that has a Dropbox of all the receipts, all the screenshots. I'm surprised this account is still up. I was gonna say I'm not gonna snitch, but I'm making this video. I hope that doesn't... Well, I'm just saying, if you guys want to see... Fuck, shit. Tumblr staff made a post from a few of the trans staff at Tumblr, which really felt like they were hiding behind them. They were like, not a single cis person has touched this, we promise. A couple of responses. Truly a moment of, we are very sorry for Matt. Yes, we did put soap in his mouth, and he'll try to be better next time. Fucking corporate shitheads. Even from the Tumblr staff response, you can tell this situation would have been contained if Photomat just stopped talking about it. He responded to so many people in such a defensive way that it just added fuel to the car fire. Anonymous told Mouse 100, I would hit you with a hammer for you being such a fucking clown. But see, this isn't I hope. This is saying I would. This is a threat. This is still on Tumblr. Mouse 100 responds super appropriately. You fool. You've just given me another hammer for my sick as fuck hammer car. And they even provided a visual. See, I was a little confused before, but that is sick as fuck. Oh my god. They put putt-putt on a trans flag with the hammers. New pride flag just dropped. Please be nice to trans people so putt-putt doesn't blow up in the process. No! With the dog too? Oh my god. I mean, be nice to trans people anyway. But if putt-putt isn't incentive enough, you're a lost cause. Photomat, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Neon Crime You, who we talked about in the last Tumblr memes, a legend of sorts, is also closely following this series of events, understandably so. And Neon Crime You says he's back at it. Yet another serious death threat has hit Car Hammer Explosion Man. So Kelly just says, has anyone tried turning at Photomat off and restarting him? The at was clearly just bait, just baiting Matt Mullenweg. By turning off, do you think my life should end? If someone told me to turn off and reset my brain or myself, I'd just respond with, dude, I wish. Or let me check, let me try. Dude was on the defense. While we're here addressing jokey, unserious threats, let me just address the blacked out parts of the list. I figured this section would at most be considered bullying, poking fun at, so I decided to keep it in, but the parts of the list I had to black out, I think YouTube would consider violence. Murder, even. I wish I could share my thoughts about how capitalism values the 1% over all of us common fucks, but if I talk about it for too long, my YouTube could get shut down. This is my job. I really don't want that to happen. I share my thoughts, unedited for the most part, on Tumblr, we'll see how long that lasts, and on TikTok, which is getting shut down soon. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll invent free speech someday. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be a novel concept? Walrus or fairy? This is one of my favorites, and one that can only happen on Tumblr. The original post is by Batty Wronglegs.
A what?
We'll circle back to that name alone, but they put up a poll. I've asked this question before and been surprised by the results. Now I have access to more weirdos. It's your problem. It is the middle of a Sunday afternoon. I love this context. You have nothing going on and aren't expecting visitors, deliveries, or post. Unexpectedly, there's a knock at the door. Which of these would surprise you more to find on the doorstep? 164,981 votes between fairy or walrus, and walrus sweeps with 81% of the votes. What's hilarious is walruses exist, fairies arguably do not. Now, what would a Batty Wronglegs even look like? I think that would surprise me the most. Walrus this, fairy that, at least I could visualize these two. Batty Wronglegs, now that's a thinker. Let's see people pleading their case for the walrus, because now I'm not totally sold. Okay, well, this is just adorable. TJ Crochets created a walrus fairy hybrid. Aww. God, I want that plush so bad. Landing on that lavender color for the walrus skin and then keeping monarch wings. This is who I want to show up at my door, but instead it's just a postman. Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Why aren't you a tusked-winged walrus? I don't know, just sign here, fuck. Ajas Voice provides an animated video to show why they're on Team Walrus. Was that the Zelda music for the fairy or another? Oh god, I recognize it, but amazing. And then we have Horrors Beyond My Comprehension with the walrus. Now here's the thing. You make a good argument, but the question wasn't who would you be more terrified to see, it's surprised to see. But great visual regardless. Now I'm really thinking about it. Fancy Kraken provides us with, once again, one of the most beautiful visuals I've ever seen. It's making me forget how terrified I previously was. She's a cutie patootie. She would never stab me with her tusks. She would just grant me 3 wishes. What are my 3 wishes? I'll never tell. Or else they won't come true. Idiot. I left a walrus on some guy's doorstep. Mr. Beast! Hanging out with a literal beast! Oh my god, I didn't even see the description until now. You thought it was fairies? Nah, man. It was YouTubers. It's always YouTubers. Actually, that's the most terrifying person to appear on your doorstep, is a YouTuber. I'm shaking in my boots. I can't believe Zoo Pranks Daily only has 6.9k subscribers. Now I see what you did. God, this is so good on so many levels. Another level that no one is considering is that this is Diane from BoJack Horseman. If she posted this in universe, she would be canceled for being speciesist.
Don't be speciesist.
She would be canceled like, oh, what are you trying to say about walruses? My husband is a walrus and he's a great guy. He's also a Jehovah's Witness. That's why he shows up on people's doorsteps. You judgmental bitch. Also, have you ever considered that the question is also homophobic? Because the walrus and the fairy are girlfriends. Love wins. This reminds me of the scene from Trolls 3, where they see the tiny creature with the large creature and they ask how it works. And it was a very funny scene that I would put a clip from, but I can't because then the video would... Dream works? More like dream won't works. Nightmare works. I hate you guys. Pirated llama art. The art from this account makes a chill go down my spine. Unexpectedly, there is a knock at the door. The glowing eyes, the sheer size, the way it's looking down at me. I'm pissing and shitting and farting. People are making a great case for the walrus because I was like, obviously fairy. I'd be so shocked. I'd be like the guy from Elfman that's like, you're real? I always knew you were real deep down in my heart, like way too excited about it.
All those years I spent believing and then I grew up, I suppose, but you really exist.
This guy is the most optimistic guy in the world. You were just kidnapped, and this other guy comes up to you and says he's an elf, and you're like, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I knew this would happen. What? You knew this would happen? But a walrus I wouldn't be excited about. I'd be concerned and scared. Maybe jumping out of my skin, surprised. Like, yeah, you know what? Yeah. I still don't know who I'm rooting for. Doesn't matter, the poll is done. I lost my chance to vote. I didn't do my civic duty, damn it. We have another visual of the fairy reaction versus the walrus reaction. I like how the fairy reaction with the leaning on the door is like, hey, how you been? Just a normal Sunday. But the walrus, ponytail flying into the air, stumbling backwards even. The way the walrus is drawn here seems like he's a very friendly guy. That side eye is like, you're reacting that way to little old me? I just saw you talking to that fairy. You were really nice to her. Seems kind of speciesist. The last post is from Odd Liminal, who really puts it into perspective for all of us. Me, staring at the walrus on my doorstep. This makes no sense. Pardon my unexpected appearance, good sir, but I find myself trapped in this unfortunate form and require your assistance, for you see, I am a fairy. Now I get it. And the tag reads, who's to say the walrus and the fairy aren't one and the same? And with this post mixed with them in a lesbian relationship, autosexuality now. Got it. Fairy and the walrus learns to like being in the walrus. This fairy wants to stay in the walrus. Whoa. If a walrus started talking to me, I would suspect magic was afoot, so the fairy thing would make it make more sense. I get it now. Yeah, I'm at peace with this. Moving on. Oh, I got plenty of time. This meme actually originates way earlier than 2024. It was from a YouTube comment that was shared around in 2020. This Tumblr user is deactivated, so hopefully they don't mind me using this post. Professor, your research paper is due tomorrow. Oh, I got plenty of time. Plenty off time. Oh, I got plenty of time. Now, I found this post from the Tumblr Hell Site Detective, whose main thing is tracking down the original source of the meme. This is the first appearance of "Oh, I got plenty of time" on Tumblr. Now, this YouTube comment was left under "This Must Be the Place" by Talking Heads. Great song, by the way. And "Oh, I got plenty off time" is actually quoting the song. Oh, I got plenty of time. It's a cope. It's a cope if I ever did hear one. Gorgeous song, though. Oh, I got plenty of time. We have a visual of when one would hear this line. That is, oh my god, that's literally a picture of me stoned in bed watching the Wildcrats. I was like, oh, I got plenty. Does not, in fact, have any fucking time. How do you not do your work like you're not running out of time? The next subject of today's video is Tumblr brackets again. Voting very intensely for your faves in a category like Hot Vintage Poll, or Most 90s Song. Guess who it went to? Obviously, it's Baby One More Time. You'd be surprised that Backstreet Boys didn't win until you hear that Britney Spears won, and you're like, oh, okay, you know what? Anyway, the Tumblr polls accounts did not get back to me, so I don't know how much I'm able to show, but these were big events. The Hot Vintage Poll showed off different old actors, most of them in black and white. They defined scrungly for us, which for the purpose of this tournament, a contestant must be noticeably present in some way as at least one of these things: odd, bizarre, off-putting, disheveled, creeping, feral, small, filthy, silly, funny, kooky, comical, exhausted, or just plain strange. Can you imagine, like, being called scrungly and you're just like, in what way? Like, is it funny and kooky, or is it off-putting, disheveled, creepy? Now, here's the part of Hot Vintage Poll that I find so fascinating, because the person that runs this blog gets submissions and gets inbox responses that some of these men are problematic. some of these people suck. Their response, many of these men have dirt on them. Some of it verifiable, some of it questionable, some of it rumor. When I started the poll, I wondered if I should make a policy excluding certain people, but I just felt that would become dicey way too quickly, partly because I don't think it's fair for my opinions to shape the bracket, but also because it would be impossible for me to do a thorough and just background check on every guy submitted. I know it's so easy to say, but it's so clear in this case, but for every seemingly clear-cut case, there is another one that stems from Hollywood, rumor mill, unclear sources, and just plain bad blood that seems equally obvious to someone else. I can't be the arbiter of morality for this poll, and I don't think it's right that I should make myself one. This is fascinating to me. I'm gonna try not to project my own thoughts onto this. I couldn't even watch Shut Up and Dance from Black Mirror more than once because it gave me such bad intrusive thoughts. For whatever reason, my brain is programmed to think, oh, you empathize with this person, or oh, you're putting this person's words out into the world, or oh, you're propping up this individual. That makes you just as bad. And I think that that's like a very influencer type thought because people aren't gonna put the microscope up to a faceless vlog as much as somebody that they hear talking and laugh about. They want to make sure their morals line up. Like if I show a picture of Shane Dawson, I'm like, is this anybody's scrungly fave? Oh, the comment section would be like, hey, Athena, have you lost your fucking mind? So I just find it so interesting that for Hot Vintage Poll, it's like, y'all do your own research. I'm just putting up what I was submitted. I could never. I am so scared of catching flack. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. One thing that's very fun about these polls is that people will submit their propaganda. So I remember back in 2023, for best boy group, I was sending in Imagination Movers propaganda. This is the same with the vintage polls. There is a blog, Just Buster Keaton. This person submitted propaganda of, you guessed it, Buster Keaton. Some of these clips, I will say, I'm like, oh, like, this is charming and sweet. Some of these clips, the little smirk he does is reminding me of Ethan Slater a bit. And if you know anything about me, tied with DreamWorks. I hate that guy. Moving on to something I was a part of and wear like a badge of honor, quite literally. It's a badge on my main Tumblr, the Boop War. And Boop War 2. I think I was only part of the first one. I think I missed the one during Halloween. Here's my post back during April Fools. I received so many. It started saying words to me, like Max. Apparently the Boopometer's name is Max. Then I got LOL, then I got OMG, then I got wow. I don't know what these words mean, but I think I received a lot of boops and I should have gave more. I ended on 68 and not 69. Are you stupid? Athena! Past Athena! I'm shaking my past self by the shoulders. It's so much fun. Basically, you go on a blog. It's like a Facebook poke, but you get a cat hand. And there are different types of boops as well. Pixel Angel brings up a really good point. Boop wore this. Tumblr PvP that. Are we not all bonding? Have you not met people you would have never heard of? Do you not look at the URL of the stranger who booped you and think, wow, I just met someone who thought of me, even if it's just for a boop, before hitting that boop button on them as well? Do you not gain joy from this? In the heat of battle, our humanity shows itself. We glance into the eyes of an opponent who holds our gaze ever so slightly too long for someone who's supposed to be an unfeeling soldier, and we think to ourselves, I'll miss you, stranger. Before we inflict a killing blow, the boop shows us we're human. I almost cried. Do you think love can bloom even on a battlefield? I know we just monologued. I know we went to Drama Town, but I want to get really serious for a second. Do you think anybody met their future girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, husband, wife, partner? Do you think anybody met their person through booping? What a cute origin story. Modern day notebook. Call that shit MacBook. Now we get to the second boops. Look at these spooky boops. The zombie hand, the ghost hand, the little skeleton. It's so cute. Tumblr does not fuck with Tumblr lives, but goofy shit like this and catching crabs, not that kind, will always be about. It's a bit. It's for a little bit. And it's so wholesome and so low effort. This one's like that meme from that musical song. Oh yes, we both, oh yes, we both, oh yes, we both reach for the boop, the boop, the boop, the boop. Oh yes, we both reach for the boop, for the boop. And lastly, we have a boop hack I didn't even know about. You can boop the meter, giving yourself a boop, like giving it and receiving it. This is like the Chase Money hack, but if it actually worked. Moving on to my other cheek, friend pilled visit maxer. This meme format displays somebody just trying to have a regular conversation and the brain rot speak friend, the shit posting friend. The me, if you will. The Edge of Sleep is out on Amazon Prime. Sledge, she edge on my sleep till I prime. Who up edging their sleep? Amazon Prime should use this as promo for the show. This is the first time I've ever heard of this show. Wait, it says Markiplier. Is this a Markiplier thing? Oh, just kidding, I've heard of it. Oh my god, I've heard of it. I'm on YouTube. I can't say that I haven't heard of a Markiplier thing. They're gonna kill me. She mark on my it till I apply her. Yeah, so I went to cook meatballs. Me at balls. Happy Thanksgiving. Christmas pill Jolly Maxer. That's actually how I feel as soon as November starts. That's how I feel now. Christmas is over. We have 360 something days till Christmas. 350 something days. I'm still the Christmas pill Jolly Maxer. Ho 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 core. She misses on my claws till I Santa. Who's the hottest Uber driver you've ever had? I never went to Uvu Javer. Layers to this. It's that Vine, remember? Are you on the internet as much as I am? Yeah, so I've been friend-pilled visit maxing. You visited a friend, gotcha. And now this time, the one who's doing brain rot speak is the one disgusted with their friend for not understanding the brain rot speak. Flips its meme on its head. The culture shock goes both ways. We are both disgusting and disgusted. She generational on my gap till I have no friends anymore because no one knows what the fuck I'm saying because they're actually out there living their life and touching grass. I don't know / I'm bald / any other miscellaneous infinitely nuanced answer. This meme was so fucking hard to look up because it is a result on a poll. This is one of those poll memes. The OG post says what color is your hair, but then has to account for bald people / people that don't know / people that are infinitely nuanced. You see the frustration in trying to include everyone so you don't catch flack for it. So then people were putting it at the end of a bunch of different polls like they were doing with vanilla extract. These poll memes are both cute because it's just so Tumblr, but it's a copy pasta, you know? There's not much original you can do with it. You just quote it to be like, aha, see, I know that meme too. The best version of this I could find was me when someone asks me literally anything, I don't know / I'm bald / any other miscellaneous infinitely nuanced answer. I like this one because A, it's not in a poll, and B, it shows the quotability. I feel like this would be funnier verbally. Like imagine this scene actually playing out. What are you doing Thursday? I don't know / I'm bald / any other miscellaneously nuanced answer. Yeah, okay, so this is why we don't hang out anymore. I also can't fully hate on this meme because it reminds me of the one good memory I have with my dad. We're walking around in the mall and there's a kiosk that's selling hand lotion, but he mishears it as head lotion. What the fuck is head lotion? So the kiosk guy's like, hey, you wanna sample this hand lotion? And my dad, smarty pants that he is, responds, sorry, I can't, I'm bald.
I'm bald!
So he actually made this meme first, and it's the only good thing he did in his entire life, other than make me eat. For those of you who don't know, the King Charles royal portrait looks like this. It looks like he's either engulfed in flames or swimming in blood. He looks like the king of the Fire Nation. The reporting of the portrait being vandalized by animal rights activists by plastering Gromit's or Wallace's face on it, somebody getting arrested or charged for something so fucking funny just doesn't make sense to me. The satire news outlet The Times made this showing protesters seeing the portrait as is and thinking it was vandalized already. Because yeah, It looks like anti-king propaganda. I say propaganda even for things that are true, by the way. Bird Memes posts a non-bird meme putting Prince Charles on a bag of flaming hot Cheetos. I want to see him chowing down on these with his extra long fiery nails. Do you love the color of the King Charles portrait? And it's the colors of the sky meme, but it's the King Charles portrait. Who's the blog that posted this? Oh, well, naturally, it's Is King Charles Dead Yet? With daily posts updating us if King Charles is dead. We have King Charles's portrait next to Gautier. It makes me think what he would sing. But you didn't have to paint me red. The only thing that is not red is my gray-ass head. And they keep asking if I'm dead. Well, I may not be dead, but I am certainly red. We have King Charles swimming in piss with this beautiful poem. Charles can be red, Charles can be blue. Just open up Photoshop and fuck with his hue. Maybe we can have him swimming in the ocean with other unnerving, otherworldly-looking creatures. Everything is blue, his pills, his hands, his jeans, and now I'm covered in the colors pulled apart at the seams, and it's blue. Harry Styles and Obama? No. Halsey and Prince Charles. King Charles. There is no Queen of England. I forgot. The White Pharaoh is an interesting one. This very unnerving picture of a blue-eyed, white-ass pharaoh, probably named Jerry or Fred even. The life this meme lives on Tumblr is very funny. Bitches be like, I have my whole life ahead of me. No, you don't. The White Pharaoh is coming. And then we have Utah. I've been looking. I don't know what Utah has to do with it. Utah. I need one of you to explain to me what the Utah thing is. I was searching. We have a blingy. The blingies are so mesmerizing, even with his 1,000-yard stare, which is very unnerving. Come to Utah, the White Pharaoh demands it. Frosted Buns expresses annoyance with themselves. Why did I spend so much time on this? I fucking hate the White Pharaoh. Get this asshole out of here. I fucking hate this. Take this. Get him out of my head. Fuck. I like that the blue lines sparkle. Yeah, you know what? The more I look at this, there's a lot of moving parts. The pic really do be mixing. Toxtricity Amped searches White Pharaoh memes, and then Google says memes about groups of people might be disturbing or hurtful. Woke left won't even let us have White Pharaoh anymore. This Google disclaimer is a slippery slope. I was looking up bi memes the other day and gay memes the other day, and they were like, you're being homophobic. I'm like, hello? Bitch, what the hell? What if it's to and from the same community? Why do you just assume it's for the worst? Show us the good ones. That's up to you. You're the fucking search engine. That's like if every time I went to Google, no matter what I searched, they're like, hey, don't be a cyberbully. Don't tell me what to do. What if I looked up car hammer explosion and Google was like, hey, queen, that's offensive to cars, hammers, and explosions. Bitch, I will say though, if you're searching for the White Pharaoh memes outside of Tumblr, I want to give you a warning. Much like Pepe the Frog, hate groups are trying to use this meme unironically. Maybe they saw on Tumblr that we're making fun of the inaccurate White Pharaoh with his scary, piercing blue eyes, and they were like, actually, as a white person with blue eyes, I hate, and then list every single group of people using the White Pharaoh meme. Even if I was a hateful bitch, which I'm not, but even if I was, I'd be like, Pepe, really? White Pharaoh, really? Another meme you should probably be careful of outside of Tumblr. I haven't seen it outside of Tumblr, but hey girl, I mean they. The origin of this meme makes sense. It makes sense on Tumblr. I see a lot of non-binary people making these memes on Tumblr. It started with a Ryan Gosling image. No, is it Gosling or is it Reynolds? I think it's Reynolds. No, I was right the first time, Gosling. It started with Ryan Gosling images saying, hey girl, and then a whole chunk of text. So somebody thought it would be funny to have Ryan Gosling say, hey girl, I mean they. I couldn't find the origin of this image. In the image, he's wearing glasses, peering into our soul, much like the White Pharaoh. I'm sorry, Ryan Gosling. There are these images where he's also underwater for some reason, maybe saying, hey girl, help me from drowning. I mean they, help me from drowning. And I found this post that only has 2 reblogs and 7 likes. It deserves so much more. Hey there, I mean there. Grammar joke, I love it. It also works in the format, because you do say hey there. It doesn't really make sense for anything else. DashCon-iversary. It's been 10 years since DashCon. DashCon was a Tumblr convention notoriously known for somebody pissing in a ball pit. Apparently, there's going to be a DashCon 2 in 2025. Scary, and they're even keeping the ball pit. Let's look at this website together. I feel like I should go. I feel like that would be very funny. They've also created mascots. Cirque du Dash. It's really cute. We have Edmund Knox, Val O'Hara, Mel and Collie. I love that. We have Blorbo, and there's a quiz to see who I'm most like. You know I have to do that. I eat up personality quizzes. Yum, yum, yum. Tell me about me. My name, Athena P. Hire me. Let's start simple. What's your favorite color? Black, emo, I respect it. Dancing crab. Oh, this is very Tumblr. The color of the sky, all of them. Red, an excellent color for a children's hospital. One slur green. We got yellow. We got Tumblr blue. And then we got this, just this pink. I'm just gonna say pink. I'm gonna try and not be silly about this. Super Who, lock or no? I've never seen Supernatural. I've never seen Doctor Who. I've never seen Sherlock. So I think I do have to pick no. Hate to be a party pooper. Choose a classic fake story. 3 weed-smoking girlfriends down with the cis bus. The Raylo crepe and Appa homeless style. Yo, this is like so Tumblr, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're making me feel like I have a life. I guess down with the cis bus. That sounds fun. Favorite sexy man? Oh, the clock from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I like your shoelaces. Thanks, I stole them from the president. They're all, oh, thanks, I stole them from the president. Or I will wear Joe Biden's skin. This is gonna get me on a watch list. I'll just say seductive. That's cute. If you had to go back in time and explain one historical event to a medieval child, what would it be? The original DashCon. Absolutely. I don't have to. Goncharov's pretty fun too, but they would be like, what's a movie? I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Oh my gosh, I'm literally the ringmaster. That's so true. Edmund Knox is a purebred ringleader clown. Though we suspect he may have stilt performer heritage, hence his long limbs. Like it's a species? Mwah, that's so cute. Okay, Edmund Knox. This is my result. Let me read that. Edmund's a classic sexy man, built like Linguini with dark hair slicked back from his piercing orbs. You're a bit of an ostentatious bastard. I'm gonna pretend I know what that means. Thank you. But your showmanship hasn't failed you yet. Okay, work. Cute, okay, that's accurate. They're saying I'm a clown and that I'm show-stopping. Period. Honk honk. We have an adorable advertisement. DashCon 2024. Free 92% vanilla extract cake. Like the vanilla extract meme that we went over. Featuring panels like Intro to Home Stuff. Super Hulock explained. Okay, so here's the only thing I don't understand. I don't know where the Muppet Joker came from. I don't know where that came from. What year was that from? Is it making a comeback or is it from 2024? This is like the only place I've seen Muppet Joker. But it does confirm my evil Kermit theory that I may be talking about this year. I think Kermit is more nefarious than you even know. We have another pick mix. You know I love pick mixes. We have Misha Collins, our favorite bi guy. We have, oh my gosh, a long-legged Furby. I don't know what the middle section of his body is, but he's wearing a cute bow. We have, the ball pit is on fire. It has candles coming out of it. Oh, because like a birthday cake. God, it's so cute. Thursday, Plurbanim boy porridge. Every time I uncover a layer of Tumblr, there's so much more Tumblr to get through, and quite honestly, I am scared. I have no idea what that means. The smiling friends have been spotted at DashCon. Alan being a homestuck makes sense. I believe Pim is a brony. Also checks out. Charlie is just there for vibes, but the way he's passed out makes me think he's drunk and that he is the ball pisser. Or trick question, they're all pissing. And at DashCon 2, if this doesn't fall through, we're gonna see so many people cosplaying as smiling friends. I might be one of them. Which one should I dress up as? I kind of sounded like Alan there, just my inflection. Cloud Strike. This is one of those events I'm just surprised I didn't hear about. The company is actually called CrowdStrike, and they're a cybersecurity company, part of Microsoft, I think. But the reason it's called CloudStrike is because the tech involves the cloud, which is why when it was down, it affected a lot of businesses. When I heard CloudStrike, I thought of this image. I really thought it was the cool kind of strike. Krusty Krab is unfair. Mr. Krabs is in there, standing at the concession, applauding his oppression. Tumblr user Arcadian Forests breaks it down really nicely and even acknowledges that a lot of people outside of Tumblr haven't heard of this, which makes me feel better and worse. Like, I'm really surprised I didn't hear about this. The CloudStrike failure hasn't really hit a ton of the internet that I've seen, but man, this is a fuck up of epic proportions that a bunch of the public isn't going to know about. I don't see anyone really talking about how it hit the government, not just businesses. Like, I know multiple departments in my state got hit and couldn't do much of anything today. IT was all hands on deck and roping facilities into it. They're hoping to have my department up by Monday, and they're all pulling weekend-long overtime to make it happen. I don't think people are overestimating how deep an impact this will have on the landscape of the technology sector. This was a genuinely historic day, I think, and it seems like barely anyone knows or understands. And folks, we even have an update. Yeah. Fucking hell, I think it was on one of my accounts that was blocked. Fuck! I think if I'm remembering correctly, Arcadian Forest said it took until Monday for them to get their systems back up at their job. I wish I still had the message. I hate Tumblr so goddamn much. They messaged this on one of the accounts that I can't see my messages. I went through 3 accounts for this one video and 2 of them went down. I think it said it took all weekend for them to fix. So literally, this happened Friday as soon as people got off of work. So it took Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday it was back up. Damn it. Well, I wish I could confirm that. But I bet you're thinking, explain it to me in fan fiction terms, in romance novel terms. I got you. Foon. Got you. This CloudStrike thing is like COVID for robot girls. They're all blue screening. Even like the airport was blue screening. Spare a thought for all the sweaty butch IT techs who are having to run around and manually fix all the robot girls. I wish there was art of this. There's so many reblogs. Did anybody make art? No? I need a 20-chapter Wattpad fic about this Tumblr post on my desk by yesterday. The I Guess We're Making factory originated on Twitter. It shows 2 different types of people in a corporate setting. Thank you to meatmarket__ for creating this. A circle in the triangle factory? How queer. I've never seen such a thing. I must inquire this further with my supervisor post-haste. I guess we're doing circles now. I'm the one on the bottom panel, obviously. But the fact that this originated on Twitter, and I went through so many posts on Tumblr, and most of them were stolen from Twitter, this was one of those memes where I realized Tumblr's kinda cooked. They have a real stealing problem, and sure, there are a lot of original Tumblr memes, like the Walrus Fairy, frickin' love, the Boops, love, but there should have been a lot more that originated on Tumblr, in my humble opinion. Not a critique of the list, a critique of Tumblr culture and how it's kinda dying, and how I kinda understand because the website's broken. This is just Tumblr's whole mentality. A new meme format on my Tumblr dashboard? I guess we doin's now. Just that last sentence. Ooh, I guess we doin's now. Try explaining that to a Victorian child. This one really got me. It's by Villainespian, and they're fitting the triangles into the square hole. I guess it goes in the square hole. There's not even a top panel to dispute this. If it fits in the hole, it's going in the hole. What? You know, this might be one of those things that's better written, because if I just keep saying in the hole, I don't want to keep saying that. And don't clip me saying that. But I love the editing here. I love the triangle going into that hole. God, Steamed Ham's mention, you know, that clip from The Simpsons that my YouTube recommended forced down my throat. And I was so glad I watched it after the fact. I'm like, I don't watch The Simpsons. I'm not gonna know the joke here. I don't know these characters. And then I watched, I was like, nice. A hamburger? How queer. Thought we doing steamed clams now, Seymour. No, I said steamed hams now, Superintendent. Regional dialect. I guess we doing steamed hams now. He needed a little bit of convincing, but dude really goes with the flow. There's also an edition where the place is on fire. I guess we doing the Aurora Borealis now. Go watch steamed hams. Yep, that's what The Simpsons needs. An endorsement by me.
I heartily endorse this event or product.
They're probably shitting their pants. This is such a big deal for them. What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? We got Jack Skellington discovering Christmas. What's this? In here, a funny little square. How queer. I guess we making Christmas now. I haven't watched in a while. The mayor goes with it? I thought Jack Skellington goes with it. Well, he has to sing a whole song first. That's right. Interesting choice to do the present and not the snowflake. What's this? There's white shit everywhere. I guess we no longer doing pipes because it's a picture of a pipe. It's the French thing. It's in the tags. I can't read it. C'est n'est pas une pipe. It's very deep, guys. It's very... Didn't they look at this in Perks of
Default in our stars.
I put the killing thing between my teeth, but it's actually not a killing thing. It's a picture of a killing thing. I'm John Green. I don't like Tumblr. I will say, my hot take is that John Green being sexually harassed off of Tumblr wasn't actually funny. I can't believe that's a hot take. What's this? A cigarette in my teeth, but I don't give it the power to kill me. Ironic, isn't it? It's kind of like how I'm called Athena P, but sometimes I Athena Poo. A girl is flirting with me? How queer. I'm not sure what to do in this situation. I must never think of this again. I guess we doing bisexuality now. It's crazy that I was both of these images. But here's the weird thing. In high school, like, there was a very visibly gay girl that, like, I kept flirting with, and I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I didn't mean to. Why? Like, I didn't realize. And now I'm married, but at least I know what that was about. Guys, it's the meme from before. Yeah, so I guess we doing circles now. Bro switched to circles. And since I was asking everyone for their permission, the creator of that very meme responded with, the YouTuber! Which made me feel so seen. Go, Busto. Go, Busto! And then people were categorizing characters from shows as one on the top, who needs to ask the supervisor, and one on the bottom that goes with the flow. And most of them, I didn't know the characters that they were talking about, so I made my own. Chris Pratt is obviously, I've never seen such a thing. I must inquire about this, blah, blah, blah. And then Martin is, I guess we do in circles now. Chill King. The origin of Mikus all around the world started with Brazilian Hatsune Miku on Twitter. I think Brazil was, like, banned from using Twitter or something, which is so fucking whack, but that's another story. I'm surprised it took this long to create Hatsune Mikus of different cultures. Like, with how popular she is, I would have thought this trend existed back in 2013. Although I'm kind of glad it picked up now, because all of the art is so gorgeous. I made sure to pick the good ones, because unfortunately with something like this, there were some weird things I saw. Somebody drew Hatsune Miku in the IDF. Ew! I don't know much about Hatsune Miku, but I know she wouldn't murder people, you fucking idiot. I know I just said that, and now we're looking at a Greek goddess, but I'm just obsessed with her. Claims to be the daughter of Apollo, has a dad called Alexander. That is so funny after what I said, but she's so cute. Ancient history is fun because it's ancient. Also, oh my god, the pearls, are there like pearls in her hair? There's not much I'm going to be able to say about all the art I'm showing, just that it's beautiful. Exhibit A, Brazilian Afro-Indigenous Miku, who's Florist of Art's cousin. Obsessed. She's just so pretty. Florist of Art also knew me. I was fangirling. I was like, I love her expressions. You killed it. A++. Chinese lion dancer Miku. I love seeing lion dancing. This Lunar New Year, by the way, is the year of the snake. I'm just so excited. There's not much that goes on around me, but I'm always willing to travel to observe the Lunar New Year. I just think it's so much fun. I still have my red envelope from the last times I've celebrated. Oh, I just love it. Louisiana Creole Miku. So pretty. Once again, no notes. I mean, what could I even say? I just went to New Orleans for the first time in my life, and I'm already so excited to go back. I just loved walking around and hearing the music. Oh my god, I love the alligator or crocodile? Shit, fuck. I think alligator. What's her name? What's her story as well? Now here's where my picks take a turn. We have Beach City Miku, a little lapis-y, but also has like limb extenders. What gem is she? I love her. This fits in the style of Steven Universe so well, I just think Miku should be a character. And they can deal with the copyright consequences after the fact, because she's just too cute. We got Permian period Miku, Dimetro Miku, Dimetro Miku. Oh shit. Who is she? I love that she still has the microphone. I picture this like with the vocal filters. It's like, you know what? It would just combine Hatsune Miku with heavy metal because it would just sound like screaming. Cute. I need that. When I saw the tag Miku worldwide, I of course thought of our Dale King. And then, believe it or not, someone also thought of Pitbull and then turned Pitbull into Hatsune Miku. Is there a place that exists on the internet that uses Pitbull's verses and then puts them into Hatsune Miku songs? On my desk by yesterday. Next we have Mudang.
Oh shit!
A trend that transcends social media altogether. She was an international sensation. And she also really highlighted the ageism in society. Because notice how when she gets older, we're talking about her less and less. Oh, we just want her when she's small. We just want her when she's tiny. Fuck you. People also love her chaotic vibe. Become ungovernable. We have her shouting, we have her biting, we have her fighting with the water. Just as silly indeed. I adore Mudang. I really do. I love all the animals that came out of this year. But you guys gotta stop being mean to them. She didn't vote for Trump. First of all, she's in Thailand. And second of all, she predicted he'd win. She didn't say she was happy about it. People were seriously like, oh, fuck this hippo. What if I literally start crying and never stop? Fucksing cuties put Mudang in The Shining. This is what I think she should do to everyone talking shit. Here's Mudang! I know hippos are the deadliest animal in the world, but she is a pygmy hippo, which means can I squeeze her just once? I don't care how big she gets. I don't care how old she gets, because I'm not an ageist hoe. Disrespect your surroundings! I've seen so many edits of her to that song. But we also have Pesto here. I love Pesto too, but I'm not gonna lie. When I saw how much taller he was than his parents, and they didn't have a scientific reason, I'm like, I've never seen this happen before. There has to be a reason. And now, obviously, he's shedding his baby feathers, so now he just looks like a regular emperor penguin, and people are losing interest in him too. I just think it's quite disrespectful, and I think they should disrespect their surroundings more. I guess we all crazy, I think, though, compared Mudang running to a cheetah. It is crazy how her squishy, bouncy pork-like body is able to compress itself like that. I just love her. You guys were focused on her attitude. You guys weren't even observing her skill level. She could kill us all one day, and I'd be like, you know what? She has her reasons. Yes, I know there's a hippo Pokemon, but I'm a Numel Mudang truther. I was gonna say Numel, but apparently that's wrong. It would work better with Mudang, though. Like, if it was Numel, I could call her Nudang, but I can't. Aww. So freaking cute, though. I'm obsessed with Pokemon. I know it's one of the biggest franchises ever, but I'm just gonna say it, not enough Pokemon love nowadays. The meme making my boyfriend into a cookie originated with this TikTok by Tom Powell. Using a Hamilton audio? This is art. The image I keep seeing is after he takes a bite out of the cookie he just made, just adds another element of chaos, adds another element of missing your partner so much you ate the recreation of them. So they'll always be in here. It is an art meme. People will draw their favorite ships, romantic or otherwise. We have Kinger holding up, baking my abstracted wife into a cookie because I miss her. Is there a better character for this meme? Oh, we even have a YouTube speed paint. Like, as much as I'm beefing with DreamWorks right now, Poppy would do this. First of all, art style adorable. I love the freckles emphasized. I love that it's like has almost like a marker style. And yes, this is the most Poppy thing I've ever seen. I forgot how much I love Brappe. I've been trying to suppress it with all the anger I've been dealing with, but this is so cute. Branch would be like, did you eat me? Baking my dead situationship into a cookie because I miss him. Eliza! Even though he's holding up John Lawrence. And it's very clearly Anthony Ramos's because it's so freckly. I'm so alarmed at how much Lynn looks like me. Even in this picture, I unfortunately just see my face. Feralton will never die. Even though he is kind of dead. I tried to bring him back in that Lin-Manuel Miranda essay. You saw how well that turned out. Zam. Did you hear about the breakup? I'm not a gamer. I'm sure you know that about me. The only two games I play are Pokemon Go, every iteration of Toontown, and Smash Bros when I'm feeling spicy. Smash Bros? I hardly know Bros. I don't even know how to pronounce this indie company that's now defunct, I think. Did you hear about the, breakup? ZA/UM, the company, made the very popular game Disco Elysium. Big big deal. Groundbreaking, I've heard. That such a small company that barely advertised it gained so many players just from quality. It was that good. Honestly, with how many people are hyping it up, I really want to play it, but now I've heard that the actual creators aren't making money off of it. As devastated as people are, Tumblr being Tumblr, they're gonna joke. Ex-TUMBLR members announcing a Disco Elysium successor. With this company breaking up, a lot of employees, I don't want to say are trying to ride the success, but I guess a little bit. The meme format goes as follows. Ex-TUMBLR members blank. In Furry Provocateurs post, great name, ex-TUMBLR members announced they're working on a cartoon about a pansexual and asexual being roommates called All or Nothing. This is an in-joke. I think it was one of those things where they asked for crowdfunding and then took off with the money. I had to make sure I remembered the numbers correctly. These people made $5,900 and ran. I remember the premise was also like, the asexual is really outgoing and a little flirty, and then the pansexual is really awkward and shy. Such a bare bones idea for a show. But wait, there's more. This wasn't the last Tumblr scam, or the last instance of a callback to these scam shows in a ex-TUMBLR breakup post. Ex-TUMBLR Breakaway Studio announced a spin-off of Disco Elysium where the protagonists are a policewoman and a bear. What was the name? Truffles, I think. Every time I'm reminded of like 2012 Tumblr, I get a splitting headache because I remember it like it was yesterday. And that was 13 years ago. Put me in a retirement home. The origin of the nefarious anglerfish is from the Instagram Uni Unagi. The caption is new hair, and they also compare their cat to a unicorn. But because the tail is so long and floppy, Tumblr dubbed this adorable little gremlin the nefarious anglerfish. I think he has only the best intentions of napping. We have people taking more images from this Instagram to nickname the cat's other forms. For example, this is the dastardly daffodil. Naturally, I love the little tongue out. This one I had to put my 2 cents in on my third Tumblr account, the humble letter J. See, I see where they're coming from, especially if it's the lowercase because the head could be a dot. But I said, this is a wizard beard if I ever did see one. Because you see the nose, and that's so cute. We only have 2 more memes. Aww. Where'd all the time go? We have the RPF ship tournament. That's real people, fictional ship tournament. This also seems like a you had to be there type moment, because I'm reading about it, and I feel like nothing really measures up to experiencing it in real time. Some of my favorite moments from the RPF tourney. OP coming out as an OG Fanny, shipper of Dan and Phil, before the tournament had even started. The ship name, Cockles. Nancy Lou calling Fannies cowards for hiding behind Anon, but immediately blocking everyone who wasn't on Anon. Fannies openly discussing how to voter fraud, someone complaining to OP about it, Fannies in notes of that complaint, 180ing and claiming that we never engaged in voter fraud. People advocating for Jesus, which is the ship between Jesus and Judas, on the grounds that Fan is problematic. The Jamie Lee Curtis gif as last sign of life from OP. Would you believe me if I told you we have art of Dan and Phil beefing with Jesus and Judas? Oh, you would? Yeah. You're not the only one that can come back from the dead. And look at the other side, him holding onto the arm. I'm rooting for both of them. Don't make me choose between 4 kings. The fan person of the year, which they call the Furson of the year, was the person who ran the RPF tourney, which is British for tournament. Dan and Phil won the whole thing. Obviously, it's Tumblr. This isn't an unbiased group at all. But the best thing is that Dan and Phil know, and they're eating it up. Like, they think it's so funny.
Can Jesus ever, in his dreams, be as shippable as Dan and Phil?
No.
I feel like it's one of those things where they're like, our fans are adults. They can tell at this point. Right? I don't want to assume, but the last time I assumed it was Shane and Courtney, and I was right, but I questioned myself. There were people on Tumblr, like, right before Shane and Courtney announced that they're married, that were, like, overcompensating for people going into their personal lives, and they were like, no, guys, they're like siblings. I sure hope not. I love the special glue that lets you walk up any surface meme because there's no tag for it. Everyone has a different interpretation of what it should be tagged as, and trying to find a collection of it is like inventing a glue that and then it cuts off because you know where it's going, because it's the glue that helps you walk up any surface. But yeah, like, I love that there's no tag for it, because imagine trying to be that person that's trying to, like, compile a collection of it. Fuck that person. It's me. A glue trap basically uses a special glue that lets you walk up and down nothing. This is also kind of a combination of two memes, because remember the character stuck in the glue trap? This is one of the funniest things I've ever read. I'm pissed off that I didn't come up with it. God creating the snail. This is my new OC. He has invented a special glue that allows him to walk up and down anything. Should I or should I not glue this man to the wall? Maybe I can add suction cups to make him more biblically accurate. That's more like a tentacle, actually. But like, then I could take him on and off. Can you imagine if I just like threw this at the wall and it's stuck? That's my insightful commentary. Oh. Me and the bad bitch I pulled by covering myself in a special glue that lets me walk up and down anything. See, this is so good, and I was so surprised that it only had 10 notes. But let's brainstorm. Let's workshop this. Me and the bad bitch I got stuck to after covering myself in a special glue that lets me walk up and down anything. Because that brings it back to the glue. But I just think it would be, this bitch can't stick to anything. And then this one I like because it brings the special glue that lets you walk up and down anything, and it brings it into poll format, which My Little Pony is most likely to invent a special glue that lets you walk up and down anything. Pinkie Pie won. Obviously. That makes the most sense. Twilight Sparkle was in second, probably because she's the brainy one. She would be the one to invent anything. To the 4.2% of people that voted for Rainbow Dash, literally why the fuck would she do that? She can fly. Why would she need to walk up and down anything? And then Fluttershy is the only other one to get votes, and she's the only other Pegasus. I'm about to crash out. Yeah, Rarity wouldn't. Pinkie Pie was the correct answer and it won, so I don't know why I'm getting worked up. But lovers, I sure hope you enjoyed. I know the Tumblr memes is a little different than what I usually do, all the nostalgia stuff on my channel, but when 1 year ends, looking back is very nostalgic, so it actually does fit, and you're wrong. Thank you so much to Alex for editing this video. I cannot tell you how excited I am to occasionally pass the torch. Have a great day. Check out Evasive's spreadsheet below to help people evacuate if you have anything to give. I appreciate you. See you in the next one, which is the weird science of Pokemon. Bye!